Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very rainy episode 2 of Pixelmon Journey. That is what I've decided to call this series because that is what they call it on our Discord server. So I figured I would just match the two because why not? A few things have changed. For one, I have chicken. I made a chicken farm over here. Is that a cast form? Yeah, and it's wanting to fight me. So I will just quick ball you and see if I can catch you. I've been catching a lot of Pokemon, and I'll get to that in a moment. But I just wanted to try and catch that cast form. So I made a chicken farm over here. Just a standard chicken cooker. Give me some food because I'm sick of eating potatoes and carrots. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going downstairs in a minute. So you'll notice I have built the starter little bit of an arena right here. And so a few things going forward from this moment on in the series. I was trying to use the replay mod, but for some reason the replay mod and the Pixelmon mod don't really want to work well together. For one, it lags out my PC a lot to try and have the replay mod recording at the same time as the Pixelmon mod running, at the same time as my Streamlabs running to record everything. So one thing led to another, and I lost all of the footage from the beginnings of me recording this. So I'm not gonna lie, about a week and a half to 2 weeks worth of footage since me first recording that first episode. Holy crap. Get it? See what I did there? Are you a boss? No, you're just a biggie. You're just a big boy. Alright, so I'm going to try and catch this big boy while talking about what happened. So I built up a whole starter bit of an arena. This isn't the final product, obviously. It's a little bit janky right now. Wow, that was super easy to catch a level 32 Pokemon. Especially that, I mean, size, as I said, doesn't really matter in terms of level. But a level 32 shouldn't have taken one quick ball to catch. So I like that. So all of the footage of this is lost. There's also a lot of footage of me digging out underneath this arena and digging out a kind of base for me to live in, and just all of it is gone because I recorded most of it using the replay mod, so I wasn't actually talking through any of building it because my plan was to just speed cut it in one episode. So none of it really spliced together well. And it's a lot of weird jump cuts. It's a lot of just unusable footage. I'm not going to go too far into it. So what you missed was me building the start of this arena, which if you look right here, this is meant to be the fire emblem. If we look at this little finicking guy, it's meant to be this. Obviously not the best. I do think I'm going to try and expand it a little bit in all directions. I have a program online. I found a program online that tells you the dimensions, the blocks, the layout, everything that it has to be. And I think I'm going to go back and use that and just expand the dimensions a little bit wider to see how big I can get it within the confines of this arena. And see if I can't make it look a little bit more neat and a little bit more noticeable of what it is. Because right now, if you ask me, it just kind of looks like the Canadian maple leaf flag. Just all broken up and splintered up. Anyway, so that's project number 1. Project number 2 was digging out this entire area down here and moving all of my stuff down here. I made an enchanting table. I did a ton of mining. A ton of exploration, a ton of catching of Pokemon, which are all over here in this PC. So this is a lot of stuff that I've caught. It's a lot of duplicates of stuff because the male and females of each that I want to get into breeding and training coming up in the next few episodes. So it's just a little bit of each type. It's a lot of stuff that spawns around here. It's also a lot of stuff that spawns in the nether. So like I caught this guy in the nether, and I want you to see this. Not that guy. This guy. He's even bigger than the other guy. Look at that. These things are huge. And he is a small of his type. So he can get bigger than that if we were to catch anything above small. So I would hate to see the gigantic version of that. So you'll notice also I have an entire spot dedicated to fossil type Pokemon. I also have 2 fossil machines and 2 fossil cleaners, and all of these display cases now full of fossils. I spent the better part of 2 days going through and sorting out and cleaning and mining and going through every single oh crap, I meant to give that back to him. Going through every detail I possibly could to get the perfect fossil team that I could get. And I think I've got it to an extent. I don't plan on using fossil types a lot. It just depends on the situation. They are all rock type, which I know I said is one of my favorite types. So all of these fossil ones are cool. Especially the originals. So these 3 guys right here, the ones that I grew up with, Aerodactyl, Kabuto, and Ammonite, all the ones from the original series, and then all the other ones are from the 4th generation and up. So I have a list really quickly. Let me pull that up. Okay. So the ones that I was looking for specifically, there are, if you look at any Pokemon, you'll see there's a nature, a growth, of an ability, and all of your move sets. So that's everything that goes into making the Pokemon what it is. So on stats is the main thing that we're looking for, and a little bit to do with abilities, and we'll get to that later. So nature is one of the most important things when it comes to training Pokemon, especially if you're going to go into breeding and starting from level 1 with base stats and working your way up to as strong as you can get this Pokemon to be. So the nature right here, there's about a dozen or more nature that do anything from raising or lowering one of your stats here. So you can see the Jolly Nature increases your speed of your Pokemon and decreases the special attack strength of that Pokemon. So I don't know how all of it works behind the scenes, but I know that if you like EV train and IV breed and all that kind of stuff, which like I said we'll get to in a later episode, you can build these stats to be higher than others based on how you train that Pokemon. And the speed and special attack in this case can go higher than average. So if you had 2 Pokemon with the highest speed stats, but one of them had increased speed, its stats would be higher than that. So let's say you had 2 level 32 Pokemon, and let's say this one was 40, and then you had another 32 that would be at 38. So for example on that. It's just a matter of whether or not this speed is the higher of the 2 stats. The next is the ability, and there are tons of different abilities. Each Pokemon can have up to 3 ability possibilities. So it's got ability 1, ability 2, and then a hidden ability, which shows up very rarely on any Pokemon. So, fortunately, I've got everybody except Cranidos and Shieldon. I have exactly how I need them. So I have Well, okay. So I think it's all of the males. So some of them I was fortunate enough to get males and females. And originally I thought that you couldn't breed fossil type Pokemon. I thought the only way to get them was through the fossil cleaning process. But if you have a male and a female of even the fossil types, you can breed them. I did a test with some Shieldons, and they were able to breed, but unfortunately, I still didn't get the correct stats that I needed on them. So for my Anorith, I have the Jolly Nature, which is exactly what I needed. So perfect on that. However, let me make sure on my list. No, it also has battle armor, which is exactly what I need. So according to smogon.com, which is like the go-to site for how to train your Pokemon and the best stats and the best moves and stuff like that, according to that website, battle armor and Jolly Nature are the two perfect things that you need to have the best Anorith. So battle armor protects the Pokemon from critical hits, and then the Jolly increases its speed and lowers its special attack. So it's going to be a fast fighter. It's going to be able to get hits in quicker than any other Pokemon, and it's going to be able to withstand a lot more hits. So it's going to be a very tanky, very strong, defensive type Pokemon, which is mainly what a lot of rock types are. Get in fast, hit relatively hard, but then be able to withstand a lot of hits. Our next one is our Ammonite, which needed to be modest and have shell armor. So once again, I got that modest and shell armor, which once again protects from critical hits. Same as battle armor, just different Pokemon, different ability names. My Tortuga, I got exactly what I needed, but I got it with the Careful instead of Jolly. So this guy's going to be more special defense versus speed. So he's not going to be as fast, but he'll be able to withstand a lot of hits. And I got the Solid Rock ability as well, which reduces damage from super effective attacks. So if anything were to do a super effective attack, which I think does like double damage, it negates that. It reduces it back to its pretty much standard level. Tyrant, I got exactly what I needed. So I got Strong Jawed and Jolly Natured. So once again, Jolly Natured and Strong Jaw, tremendous biting power. So that increases its attack, anything that has to do with biting or anything to do with its teeth, I guess. I'm not totally sure what moves he can get that would involve that, but as we level him up, we'll see what all we can get. And also, one good thing for me is that he's a pygmy sized. So we'll put him over here really quick. And we'll throw him out. And look at that! Look how tiny he is! That is just too cute. That is just so amazing to me. Just any of the small Pokemon are the best. So Arkin, we got exactly what we needed, which is Defeatist and Jolly. So Jolly Natured and Defeatist lowers the stats HP, lowers stats when HP becomes half or less. I don't know how that's a good thing. It seems like the lower his HP goes, the weaker he's gonna get, but that's what Smogon said, so that's what we've ended up doing. Amara, I unfortunately did not get the Amara that I needed. So on either one, we got Lonely and Serious, which are not the two that we needed. We need Timid. However, I believe... No, and okay, so I think Amara was a wash. I didn't get the ability or the stat that I needed. However, I do have a female, which means I can breed her, and I could breed these two together and just hope that there's a random chance I get the stats that I need, but I will go into the breeding factor and why it's good that I have a female Amara in a later episode. So for Aerodactyl, I got the Jolly nature. However, I got a pressure ability. So it's not exactly what I needed. The best one to have is Unnerve, which allows you to prevent the opponent from using any kind of berries or power-ups. I don't know how much I'm going to be fighting other players, so that might not be as bad as it could be, just because I don't know how often I'm going to have someone that's going to be using berries in a fight. But we have a male and a female on this one as well, so my ability to try and breed it into the one that I need is a little bit easier. Kabuto, I got the careful nature that I needed. However, I got him with battle armor instead of weak armor, which is the one that you need. I don't know exactly what weak armor does, what the difference between the two is. I think it's something to do with, like, he gets faster the more he gets hit. Or, I'm not totally sure. I'd have to re-look that up. But I did get, once again, male and female on them, but both of them have the battle armor. And there's an 80% chance that the mother will pass on her ability to the child. So I've got some plans going forward with breeding that I might be able to pull out. However, this guy's also a pygmy size, and Kabutos are small to begin with, but this one is just ridiculously small. That's like, that looks like a cockroach just running around, and I can get him smaller than that. If I breed him with another pygmy, I have a chance of getting a microscopic, which are just hilarious to look at. Laleep, I got bold, but I needed the Storm Drain ability, and instead I got Suction Cup, so not exactly what I needed. And Shieldon, I got nothing that I needed on Shieldon. And Krandos as well. I did not get the ones that I needed. So unfortunately, those two were not... I need to go back out and get more fossils and try and get these guys the way that I want them, my Krandos and my Shieldons. However, everyone else is good to go. I would like to try and get a female Tortuga. They're weird names. I don't know how to pronounce them. Hopefully I can get a female of this one and try and breed them together to get the correct stats on other ones. Other than the fact that I got it exactly what I needed, it might be good to have one with the other nature and just try them out side by side. But other than that, that's about it. And then just over here in these display cases, I could take all of these and try and create a new Pokemon again, but I just like the fact that I can display them. If I get to a point where I can go back out into the ocean and gather more, I will. But that is pretty much it. That's kind of caught up on what's been going on for the past, like I said, week and a half. I know this was a little bit of just a strenuous episode, just a little bit of a boring me talking it through everything, but hopefully in the next episode and all of this series going forward, it'll be more high action, more in-depth stuff of what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and not just, hey, I did all of this and now I'm going to talk about it for 20 minutes. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that y'all look forward to this series, and I really hope that y'all enjoy it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.